So, applicatories, Ethiopia. Here we go, the Boeing Air. Joe? And is an airline by Boeing, a 737. And there's international affairs here, casualties and stuff like that. It's like, oh yeah, you know what? It's Ethiopia though. It's East Africa. You have to respect the game. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's Philippines, we're talking about Philippines crash stuff. I mean, that's not a thing. Casualties are casualties, you know what I mean? So you can't. But here in the United States, it's doubtful that anybody around in this community, I'm just saying, you know, the percentage was always in this community. No, so they're worrying about somebody in Ethiopia or something like that. Like, oh, you know, such and such, you know. Whether it be somebody talking about they like relish in rice and stuff like that. All this other stuff. What? So to indict someone and say, oh wait a minute, it's his fault because the airplane crashed in Ethiopia. It's his fault. Let's charge him for that. You know, the community would be like doing that. And I'm like, what? This is absurd. That is just a crazy douche. What do you call it? Idea. And so, you know, that's the kind of shit you put up with. Like, it's his fault that the plane crashed in Ethiopia. Let's charge him for that. Let's do an indictment real quick. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of shit that just goes around. And they're like, come on, yeah, who doesn't know that? It's Monday anyway. You know, we don't ever stop. You know what I mean? We refuse to get a job and stuff like that.
The NTSB in a couple more days. Can you explain real quick, Richard? Why everyone's calling this Boeing a bestseller? Why has the plane been such a bestseller? What's the draw? Because
some people are like, taking off and stuff like that. Maybe they say applicatories are taking off. So what? You take off, you launch on something, you land something. You know what I mean? So the hell what? Don't you do that every day? Don't you have to do that or to be able to do that every day? And maybe you're not. Maybe you're so-called retired. Maybe you're above that and stuff like that. Maybe you're not in a situation where you're not in survival mode or something like that, or where you're not constantly assaulted and stuff like that, where it's not on your mind all the time, where you're not always put in a worrisome mode, not put in an angry mode, not put in a so much depressed mode. I'm not depressed anymore, but in those terms. But you say, oh yeah, you know what? So if someone swings at you, you not gonna duck, or you just gonna catch it with your face? You know what I'm saying? Or if it's a life or death situation, or if it's a crucial situation, are you gonna go ahead and swing and land one or not? You know what I mean?